What's up, y'all? I'm Prowant. I'm joined by Andrew Buras. We are basically leading the Gulf Coast Skateparks Association, and we decided we're going to do this podcast series to talk about the state of the roll a little bit. But the name of the series is going to be Kick, Push, Gulf Coast. Let us know what you think in the comments. This will be the first of hopefully many, but today we're going to use it to go through some of our upcoming events. We'll be talking about our youth skate clinics a little bit. We'll talk about the progress we've made on one of our projects for the Biloxi DIY skate park. And then finally, we'll be revealing where exactly along the Gulf Coast Skate Parks Champions Tour is going to be. And so I know a lot of people had a lot of comments about that. I'm very excited to see where that's going to be. So stick around to the end of the video where we will reveal all of the stops and all the tour dates and all the locations and exactly what the tour is going to be. And y'all don't want to miss it because there's going to be money up for grabs at the finals. And so we'll tell you about that a little bit. So first of all, I mean, this is a skateboarding podcast.
Yeah.
So what are some skateboarding podcasts that you've listened to in the past?
9 Club, Hawk vs. Wolf.
Yep.
I mean, really just those two. There's not many.
There was one with Ryan Sheckler too. I don't remember the name of that one. I think he did it for his jewelry company. But he had Paul Rudd on one time. But
P-Rod?
Yeah, what did I say? Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
It's P-Rod.
It's P-Rod.
It's always P-Rod.
But, so I don't know. This is going to be our own thing. So,
yeah.
You were the one who initially was like, hey, we really should do this. Why do you think it's a good idea?
Because I feel like a lot of people, they just go down the road, have on their podcasts, listening while they're driving. Some have music, some have podcasts, but the ones who do podcasts, they kind of feel like they're in tune to the conversation a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And I think it'd actually be great for people to hear what's going on down here at the Gulf Coast with what we're doing down here with the Gulf Coast Skateparks Association or anywhere from the Gulf Coast region with skateboarding.
Yeah, we got a lot of dudes that are out here, and there's a lot of dudes returning to skateboarding. And so Mississippi, I feel like, is one of those places that it's awesome that we get to have our journey here because there's some places that are a little bit more established than us, and we're excited for them. We love going skating in their parks, but we're doing a little something extra for all the places that need support. That's really what we're here for. And in case y'all don't know what our mission is, it's to grow a healthy skateboarding community and to develop the free public access to skate parks.
So I want to get into this straight away. Back in 2023, was it 23 or was it? No, it was 23. Mm-hmm. 3. That August, I believe. Mm-hmm. First time back on the board was that July. And then a couple months later, just started skating once a week. Put it on Gulf Coast Skaters on Facebook, put it on the chat, and was like, hey, does anyone want to come skate Point Cadet? You're the first person that actually came out and skated, and immediately we started talking, what if we had a park down here?
Yeah.
Here, what if we had multiple parks? What could we do? And
we started to formulate a vision right there.
And our progression since then, like, what do you think of that? Because I love it. I love with what we've done.
I absolutely do too. I'm glad that we've been able to do it because we started off with just 9 people, and now we've snowballed into our last event having 400. But when I think about how humble it started, and for me, behind the scenes, the journey actually started back in 2022 when I was still stationed in Belgium, and I got orders to come here to be stationed here, and I was taking a look and finishing up my bachelor's degree, and every class I was doing for my bachelor's degree, I was trying to figure out how can I revive the skateboarding scene. Because I think you and I were both disappointed when the local skate park shut down here. Yeah. And then there was DIYs that, they were on private property, but there was a good, level of understanding that there was a DIY skate park there.
We had the Gulf War DIY for a long while, and I'm glad the time that we did have that.
Yeah, for sure. And I know we all are, but I think that's those frustrations really mounted with us like wanting to do something and to catch people up in short order. We raised about $3,000 to $5,000, and we used that to create. We went to a nonprofit incubator. They got us on off the ground. I know a lot of people. We had to sell them on the vision, like, hey, we need to get this money to get our legal compliance. But it's good because look at us, we're 2 years in and we're better than ever, raising more money than I ever expected we would, made more impact. Like we got 2 skate parks and we're like at 4,000 followers on Facebook, which is kind of blows my mind.
I would never have thought that.
Yeah.
That I didn't know how far we could take this thing, but it looks like we just keep on going further and further. And I don't want to stop at any point.
Yeah, likewise, man. And I think that kind of gets into some of the events that we're excited to do this year. You know, with thinking about all these people who really, I mean, like on Wednesday nights, they come out because we skate every Wednesday night at the DIY skate park, but like, you know, you got your regulars, and then we see people who we have never seen before or people we haven't seen skate in years come out. And I think it's really special.
And the best thing is, like, you got guys from maybe little 6-year-olds running out there. Mm-hmm. They're to, I think our oldest guy is like 50.
How old's Perry?
No, not Perry.
Well, I'm saying, I think he's
Perry's
pushing
43.
50. Okay.
Perry's 43. He ain't 50 yet.
Wait, that other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Why am I drawing a blank on his name?
I'm drawing a blank on his name, too.
He's always out there.
I seen him yesterday, too.
He's literally always out there. And he's such a good dude. He was like, hey, man, I'm putting those lights in. It's like, oh, okay. And he's giving me the updates every time I see him.
But I feel bad if I say he's pushing 50 and he's not.
Yeah, certified old man at the skate park, though, for sure. And we love to have him out there because, like, he's also... And he said he just got back into skateboarding because of us.
Yeah.
And now
we have a lot of people who just got back into skateboarding because of us.
Yeah, we really are the trendsetters in that kind of way, man. And I'm happy to do it. Like, and I think that's at the end of the day, it's a lot of work. I don't think people see how like we both today just worked a full day's job, come here, and we did a little bit of planning for this, and then like, all right, let's do a podcast. But it's because we really believe in this, you know.
Yeah, like. Any free time that I have, I do enjoy doing this.
And it really takes up a lot of my time to like and thoughts. Like,
I mean,
throughout the day.
You have a full-time job. Mm-hmm. You're a father.
Yeah.
You have your own family, and you do the association. I commend you by far for everything that you do.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
And I will say the Gulf Coast skaters, just like our dudes who come up after any of our events or even like throughout any normal skate. And when I just bump into them, they're so appreciative. And I just want to say thanks, guys, because I mean, I really couldn't do it without their support, your support, and everyone who's been backing us from the beginning. I mean, really, it was you and me who started this thing. And
we've started it and we've been running it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have hands on deck constantly. Yeah. But from ground up, we've done a lot of the legwork on this. 170
plus events. I'm getting to the point where I'm losing count. Where we have these weekly events, we have twice a month youth skate clinics. We've done these really massive flagship events where we're doing fundraising and all this stuff and doing advocacy. Literally days where we go out there and renovate and build the park. And every single one of those requires some sort of planning and partnerships and making sure that we're good on insurance and permits and partnering up with like nonprofits like Biloxi Main Street Association or the Greater Biloxi Economic Development Foundation. All of these parts take up time and network and energy and like, shoot, I never thought I would go to the Biloxi inauguration ceremony for all the new councilmen, but I did.
I've seen the pictures from that. That looked like that was a fun time.
I put my suit on and everything, and you know, all these. I knew a couple people, but again, I did that really for the association because I knew that in a way, you and we represent all these skaters who are underserved and they love this thing and they haven't had a safe place to skate in forever. And I'm just trying to give the most polished version of me so that, you know, they take us serious. And like, I know you and I are core skaters, like when it comes down to it. And, you know, I know that you've been all around the Gulf Coast. I've gotten the opportunity through my military career to go even into Europe and in Africa with my skateboard. Yeah. So I just think you and I are uniquely positioned to make a difference down here.
Agreed. Quick question though. Mm-hmm. out of all the events that we've done, besides Skating the Coast this past year, what has been your favorite? Because mine was Skating the Coast this year. I'm not letting you take that one.
Dang it. I was going to say Skating the Coast this year. I think that one just went so smooth, the biggest amount of people. Maybe those first ones. Because, every time we do this, we iterate. But there was something about that first one that we learned the most from. Like when we built the ramps, and I think we built a bunch of ramps, and I had them in my garage, and then every other week I'd just haul them out there.
Yeah, because we were unloading your truck every single Wednesday night, and that was beginning to be just a pain in itself.
Well, y'all were helping me unload it. I'm over here at the house loading it by myself. Yeah. And once we did that first event, and I just kind of looked at y'all, and I was like, I'm gonna leave them. And we're just going to see what happens. And I think that was the critical decision that we needed to make to see if this was viable. And I know that we felt like we were taking a lot of risk at the time because we were worried that someone was going to come in and steal it or break it, or that the city would just demolish. But none of that happened. In fact, the opposite was true.
Yeah.
When things started to get damaged, someone would come in and repair it.
I was getting audited out by that at first. Mm-hmm. The fact that, holy crap, we actually have this community that wants this, and I feel like that's whenever I started pushing a lot harder for this, and I feel like you as well can relate to that, because at first it was a conversation. Then whenever we started leaving some stuff out there, the first meetup that we had big meetup that wasn't just a Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. Someone left that one quarter pipe that's still there out in the corner, didn't get touched, got repaired multiple times. And then more stuff just kept on getting left out, and people were using it during the week, even though it wasn't a Wednesday night or an event. Mm-hmm. And that was just, it created this drive.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain it, but the need was being shown to us. Mm-hmm. I will say that.
That's for sure, dude. Which here in a second we'll talk about some of the Biloxi DIY skate park progress updates. I think it'll go naturally into that. Before we get to that, I got two big things I want to talk about. We got this Christmas parade. So Christmas on the Avenue.
December 19th?
Yeah, so it'll be the Friday, December 19th, and if you want to skateboard with us in the parade, it'll be the first time we've actually gotten to do one of these, and it's going to be right there on Howard, and it's all smooth brick pavers that are out there. You remember we
did the push to Jones Park and back, which I was...
Oh, you mean Point Cadet?
Point Cadet, not Jones Park, that's Gulfport. My bad. Yeah. That'd be a lot worse.
Yeah, let's go from Biloxi to Gulfport. That'd be nuts. But it'll be a super short route, but it'll be super important because there's going to be, there's a lot of businesses. The reason that they're doing this is because they're trying to really give a big boost to these businesses, local downtown ones that have could use the support, and so we're just trying to drive a little bit of that economic vitality. Skateboarding, we can help by just making sure that all of our skaters are down there, and then it gives us the chance to advocate. So we'll be out there dressed up with Santa hats, handing out candy canes and flyers, telling people about our mission. And some stickers for the kids and stuff. And so when we're doing the parade, what was your initial thoughts when I actually brought this to y'all, kind of out of the blue?
My thing is, how many people can we get to do this?
Right. So
because if we could have the entirety of everyone who supports us out there, I get that it's a small parade, but that would be huge on both parts of the city's part and our part.
Yeah.
The more the merrier. Merrier with Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
So I put on the Sign Up Genius. You can find it on our Facebook, and we'll repost it. But we want to do a horde. I'm calling it a horde I want a horde of skateboarders.
A horde of skate Santas.
Yeah, we got the Santa hats on, and we're just taking off, having fun. And we will actually be at the front of the parade, kind of leading this thing. Yeah. And I think that it'll be the most dynamic. I don't know have you ever seen here, parades are everywhere down here on the Gulf Coast, but have you seen one in this region where skateboarders were in it and also leading the charge?
Not that I've ever seen.
So, and it's not even Go Skate Day.
No.
So make sure that you're signed up. You don't want to miss it, and we'd love to have you out. And then the next thing that we want to make sure to tell everybody is that we have these youth skate clinics. And we spent the most time at our last board meeting talking about
that got the most heated conversation ever,
It's because we're all
And
so passionate about it.
it was more of to just keep the 2 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Garuba, one of our main guys that we have that runs that best dude, best heart, he mainly wants this so the kids have their opportunity, because we get our opportunity whenever we need to go out there and skate. The kids, they have to have their parents drive them out to go skate, and they're more concerned about, being watched over, being in the right place, having an adult who knows what's going on to help out when needed, and he is probably one of the best people for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I
Him
think
and Kyle too.
Oh yeah, Kyle.
Yeah.
And we got a slew of skateboarders who like to volunteer their time to help the next generation. Even organically outside of those times, there's not a skateboarder down there that I see that wouldn't give a hand or give a tip to a kid who's trying to learn how to drop in or ollie. But that Saturday really is important, because otherwise those kids might feel a little intimidated to skate whenever we're all going. And that Saturday is just dedicated for them. Like, they have priority at the park, and everyone else who's older is there to teach or be a mentor. So absolutely make sure you come out. We'll post the flyer with all the dates, but we got 2 happening each month. So over the last year, we had over 19 sponsors that wrap their arms of support around us. So real quick, are there any sponsors that kind of like stood out to you, like going above and beyond this year?
Biloxi Main Street and Altered Reality have been with us since day one, really.
And really, they want the same thing for downtown.
Yeah.
Like a better community, businesses to thrive. Yeah.
They both are community forward, and they've both been very close with us.
Yeah.
So those two have been close just in general,
Yeah.
I will say.
I think for me, what our biggest supporter, even before all of this started, was Yaya's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, our first, when we were trying to get our legs underneath us and get the funding to become legally compliant, I remember sitting down in Eric Keller's his office, and we kind of had this meeting. We were like, yeah, the skate park, the skate shops, and the community, core skaters are like these different pillars that like really work together to make this work. And he's embodied that, been at every single one of our events, and made sure that we had gear to give away and gift cards and stuff.
Which also with Yaya's, like years on end, whenever there was no skate park or association with what we had going on, I hear more people mention Yaya's to go get their first board or go get a board now, comparatively to like 5-6 years ago. If I'd hear Yaya's, it was just the hippie shop kind of. Now I hear it, and everyone is talking about it as a skate shop. So it's funny to see the fact that it's been skate shop, smoke shop, clothing and accessories, that kind of stuff. And I've heard it go from skate shop forward to hippie shop, and then back to skate shop again. And everyone's loving it again.
Yeah.
And from our community.
And what I've loved is every week they do a board of the week, and then
That's been awesome.
Oh, did you see the dude who opened the gold foil Hello Kitty?
I walked in there the next day just to see what else they had on the wall.
Yeah.
Well, like that's the same day that they posted it.
Wow.
It was the funniest thing because I go through boards. You've seen.
Yeah.
Yes. They snap.
Are you going to try another nollie tray flips here soon? Because I swear that's the trick you break the most boards on that I've seen you break the most boards on.
I'm probably gonna try it here soon at a certain park. I don't want to say it quite yet.
Okay.
But
we'll revisit that.
Yeah, we'll revisit that.
So sorry, I interrupted your story.
But no, I've actually been getting into looking at these DBX boards that Real, Crooked, and Anti-Hero have, and I keep on pushing it off because I don't want to order a board online. And my girlfriend Mariah, she had just happened to go into Yaya's. She was like, "It's a DBX board that you were looking for, right? Crooked 8.5? They got it. You want it?" I was like, "Yes, do it now. Do it now." Now, and I've loved it. And then I found out they had a twin tail coming out. Went over to Yaya's whenever they had the gold foil girl board. Talked to the guys working there. there, I said, hey, there's a twin tail DBX board that's came out. What's the chance of y'all being able to order that? He got me written down my number, everything, ready to order it in, just waiting for a call back. And I love the fact that they're actually listening to the community of what they want.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing with the skate shop is the communication. They're following that.
Yeah. And it's a hub also for information for people who don't know about us or what's going on. Like, and the skate shop's been doing a good job. And yeah, I mean, so just in that aspect, and even for our events ahead, I know that they're going to be excited to help us in the future. Yeah. So kind of leads me back to the Biloxi DIY Skate Park progress update. So, well, what's been the biggest news so far from the park?
The biggest news, the lighting, definitely. Like, everybody loves new lighting, and just went out there earlier.
Yeah, you saw it?
Before coming here, it was dark enough, and I was like, oh, I'm going to drive by and see how bright it is. Everything is well lit now.
Dude, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked.
Complete, like...
So there's 5 lights up now.
Yeah, there's 5 lights.
That'll do. That'll do.
And it is perfect. Like, and everything looks well lit from every which way.
And to catch everybody up to now, and so if you're from the area, you know, but prior to this, there was these like bulb lights that were like historic looking and like meant to blend in with the architecture of the area. But the thing was, there was a wiring issue, and it's been there for years. And when we started using the spot, we highlighted that issue. They came out last year. They looked at it, but nothing got fixed.
They've tried multiple times.
Yeah.
I will give them that.
Yeah.
But even with the bulb lights that were out there, that wasn't cutting it.
So Craig, the construction manager, this time after I did this presentation at City Hall that I feel like really sparked a lot of this current resurge in energy and participation from the local government. Craig, he went out there with his crew and they got to work. Like, he shook my hands like, hey, we ain't messing around. He used some other words, but he said, we ain't messing around. And he got his crew out there, and they got those first 2 up, and he was like, okay, we're going to order 3 more, and then boom. And then I guess they isolated the wiring issue, and now they got the lights up, and which we're really excited for, because that's the thing about me, and I'm sure there's other people like me, that once it gets low light, I can't see.
Really, I can't
at all. And then they're just like atmospheric lighting. They're not like actual sports light. Like
what we have now is sports lighting. Mm-hmm. Beforehand, it was just a little bit of lighting so you could see where you go.
Yeah.
But whenever you're flipping a board under your feet and it's going so fast, and all you see is black grip tape, maybe a graphic, and then black grip tape again, you lose track of where everything is, and it's just, please don't fall.
And I love night skating because I mean the summer gets so brutally hot here, and if we can get a just to be real, and like if we're like in the peak summer.
No. I'm just saying I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'd rather it be warm than cold for sure. But
yeah.
I do appreciate being able to I don't want to go in the middle of the day, because it's the only time there's light. It would be great to go at night.
Yeah.
Okay, without further ado, we are going to reveal the locations for the Gulf Coast Skateparks Champions Tour, where we will be having at each location a game of skate tournament in which it'll be $25 entry. However, the reason that's worth paying that money is because you can win up to $300 cash prize at each one of these stops for being the winner take all of the game of skate. So there's only 24 slots available, and those slots will be filling up quickly at each of these locations. So we'll be posting a little online sign up. So when those drop, make sure to sign up. We'll also, at each of these locations, have a best trick contest. So there will be prizes for first, second, and third at each location. First place winner, though, gets a little something extra special at each of these spots. So first place winners of the best trick contest will automatically have a seat and be slotted in to the Skate in the Coast finals. Will be at the last location at our Biloxi DIY Skate Park in Mississippi. But the thing that's special about Skate in the Coast, that event, is that this year we'll be giving away $1,000 to the first place winner of the Skate in the Coast contest. All right, and we'll talk more about that contest as we get through this, but I think, are you ready to give out these locations?
Sure,
All
let's
right.
do it.
So, 5 to 7 p.m., times might change a little bit. Stay tuned to our social media. Y'all ready? Here's our locations. Starting with January 17th, we've locked in to skate Waterboys in Pensacola, Florida.
On February 7th, John Slidell Park, Slidell, Louisiana.
On March 28th, we'll go to Dreamland Skate Park in Hammond, Louisiana, hanging out with our friends over there at Therapy Skateboards.
Might go over on Gnarly Barley afterwards.
Okay.
That one. We'll see. April 11th, Mobile, Alabama. Skate Park Mobile.
They just got that new bowl about a year or two ago.
Yeah, that thing's fun.
I want to see what people can do on that. And then May 9th, we're going to be going all the way to Baton Rouge to the Perkins Road Community Skate Park in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Red Stick.
And you've been to that one before,
Yeah, I've been to that one.
Okay.
Breck. June 13th will be hometown Biloxi Skate Fest for Biloxi, Mississippi. We'll be doing some stuff there. We'll figure out that.
Yep. And then on July 25th, we're going to be hanging out with our friends at Parasite DIY in New Orleans, Louisiana. So this one's another one under a bridge. I see a common theme here.
Yeah. On August 29th, we'll be in Panama City, Florida for the Panama City Skate Park. Now that's your territory.
Yeah, my neck of the woods. So we're going to be skating. They got a couple skate parks there. We're going to be skating the one that's more street oriented down in downtown Panama City. And then on September 19th, we're doing the Blake Doyle skate park. So this is that $2 million skate park that was built underneath their I-110 bridge there in Pensacola, Florida. Hanging out with our friends in Pensacola. And then
finally, we got the Skate in the Coast finals down here. And just to mention, for everyone else to know, all these places, except for the last one, is the best trick contest. For Skate in the Coast, all those finalists will be in a line run.
Yeah, we'll be doing line runs, and we'll announce the contest format when we get closer to time, but each one of these spots gives each of you a chance to earn first place, earn your slot in Skate in the Coast. And so this last year we had like over 400 people show up. I imagine that after we literally tour the coast that we may be pushing about 1,000 people at this event. And so
I think
this
we
will
could
be
do
the event
more than
to do.
1,000.
Yeah, more than that'd be crazy, bro. Which I'm happy to do. But one, we made a shift to try and give back to the community this year. But we also thought by going around and doing this, we'd be able to have a bigger impact, because as we're trying to grow these healthy communities, I think it's high time that all of us Gulf Coast skaters got together, networked, connected with each other. I think this will give everyone a really awesome chance to meet friends from out of town.
Yeah, because I don't feel like people mean to be cliquey, but it kind of is at this point. It's not the best thing. I mean, I've came from, if you have a board in your hand with wheels and the trucks on it, it doesn't matter if you're good, bad, whatever. If you skate curbs, bowls, street, it does not matter. It is a brother and sisterhood that is united one way or another.
Yeah, and we're trying to make sure that people know about that aspect, and like we're rekindling that. I think there's also, we have incredible talent all along the Gulf Coast, and we've just kind of not been able to display it. And I know that there's so many other ways through videos that we can do it, but I think just getting your friends together and having that energy ramped up, and then everybody doing the best they can that day, and
especially
do a
with
contest.
Something like this, going out to see everybody, whether you have friends in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, if you have someone over there, you get the chance to go see that person and all meet up all in one place and just go ham, have a great time. Just do your best and have the best time of your life.
Yeah, man. So, I'm stoked for this. I've been to every single one of these parks except for the one in Baton Rouge.
And I've been to every single one except Panama City.
Okay, so I'm excited to go. So I'm interested to see what y'all will think at the end of this tour, which one's y'all's favorite park. I would say they're all pretty awesome. They got their own I feel like another thing worth mentioning is that we have 2 events in Biloxi, and the reason for that, one, this is the hub of where we operate, but 2, there's some projects that we've been working on for 2 years now that we really need to give some attention to. And so that's why we've made 2 of the stops here, because we're trying to develop these skate parks in Mississippi. We would love to have like a state-of-the-art skate park like most of the ones that are on these lists. And that will take all of us trying to pour in some energy and attention to it. So this will be a little bit of fundraising for that. And then also showing this area what skateboarding, the transformative power that it can have on the youth, on the local economics, and just the community at large, man. So
now, how cool would it be, not maybe this year, being able to break ground?
yeah, that would be a great excuse.
By the end of this, we break ground. That'd be amazing if we could get that done.
And then we take all those DIY elements and spread it out to another park that wants to make a DIY somewhere on the coast, and just continue to piggyback and grow this thing, you know?
Be able to give other people the option to do what we do.
Yeah.
And just lead the front line.
Absolutely. So if you are interested in being any one of these contests, be paying attention to our social media. We also have a website, GulfCoastSkateParksAssociation.org, where on our events page, as we get to the month, a month or 2 ahead from the contest, we'll be posting the sign-ups. And so if you want to be in one of the contests, now these things don't run and just happen out of the blue. It takes a dedicated group of volunteers. So we'll also be putting up some volunteer sign-ups. And if you would like to be a judge, help us with, you know, setting up, tearing down, cleaning up, making sure everything runs smoothly. We're a nonprofit, and we rely solely on volunteers who see the vision and believe in the mission, and dedicate their time, talents, and resources to make it happen. So if you would like to be a part of that, please follow us on social media at our Facebook. We have an Instagram, and we may be having some new social medias coming online here soon. But either way, please stay tuned. Now, I'd be remiss, and I'm not going to forget, that this would not be possible without mentioning our sponsors. So we have Robertson's Electrical Solutions, who is being a gracious sponsor and enabling us to go on tour. We are still looking for more sponsors, because we're using the sponsorship money to really overcome the limitations of sometimes there's permitting things that we have to get through, insurance, making sure we have enough prizes and stuff to give out each of these locations. I would really love to do t-shirts too for the tour.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of things for us to utilize some sponsorship funds for this, and anything additional that we've raised through sponsorship or at these events will go straight into the skateboarding community and developing these skate park projects. And right now we're working on 3 that we're trying to develop. But you know, that we really got to thank our sponsors. And if you would like to be a sponsor for this tour, please go ahead and hit us up. So I'll put my email on the screen, t.prowant.gcsa@gmail.com, or just talk to us on Instagram or Facebook. We'd love to connect with you. So final thoughts. In a year from now, let's say we've done Skating the Coast, what do you think the impact will be?
Hopefully the impact will be, like I said, we break ground and are finally able to put up our first skate park and have that on a roll. I would love that. I know the community would love that.
Yeah.
That, besides that, and even if we don't get there, just keep on pushing for it.
Absolutely, man. I think that I look at all these spots and I think about how if at each of these events there's at least 400 people who show up, this is what, 10 events? That's going to be, 400 times 10 events. That's about 4,000 people that we will have reached. I mean, that's a massive impact.
That's a lot of people.
If we can put it in monetary numbers as well. If we make only $300 at each event, it's $3,000 bucks. But I have a feeling we're going to do pretty good this year, and all that money I'm seeing going straight into these projects. So I think when we take a look at the end of the year, we're going to be pretty proud about everything we've done, and I'm excited to get there, man.
Definitely.
So, yeah, go ahead. Oh, you have it, brother.
Then also, like, going forward with everyone coming down here at the end of the year, here on October 3rd, that's going to be massive.
Yeah.
Because you have people probably coming from Pensacola, Panama City, all the way out Baton Rouge, possibly further both ways.
Yeah.
Possibly even some up north guys.
Yeah.
I know my buddy Dino said that he might be coming out here one time. Just let him know when our next event is.
Okay. Well, absolutely. I mean, well, we're about to.
Yeah.
We've got a whole list right here. So, Kick Push Gulf Coast, our first podcast. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Today we really talked about our upcoming events with the Christmas parade. We talked about the youth skate clinics, the progress we made with the Biloxi DIY skate park, and we wrapped it up by talking about exactly what y'all can expect at Gulf Coast Skateparks Champions Tour 2025, 2026, right?
2026,
yeah. Next year. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all around the Gulf Coast. Peace.